Good morning, folks. Cornell with YouTube Fishing Vids. I'll tell you what, it's cold out here. It's brutally cold, but that's one great way to warm you up. It's a smallmouth in the morning on a jerkbait up in the mountains of Maryland. Here I am, ready to go at it again. I've been out here for barely 10 minutes, and the game is on. Megabass Vision 110 +1. Beautiful little LG bone color. Itty bitty little guy. Out on here, a little main lake point. And the mist is up because the water temperatures are warmer than the air temperatures. Guys, it's only about 27 degrees out here. Thank goodness I'm working a jerkbait. My hands are getting a little bit cold here, and they're gonna be colder now that I got them wet with my first fish of the day. So today is a day of trial and error. Hopefully the jerkbait bite will happen all day. If not, I got plenty of other stuff to play with, but the goal is to play the jerkbait game. I've got the Alabama rig, all the great fall baits to play with, and hopefully we'll load the boat. So stay tuned, let's see how we do today. Last time I was out here, the water temps were about 64 degrees, so there's been a significant drop. A lot of cold nights, many nights below freezing, especially up here in the mountains, because it was only about 37 degrees down where I am, about 2.5 hours northwest for me. I'm in 27-degree air temperature now. Big difference. So I'm sure they've had a lot of cold nights to drop the water temps down to 58 degrees. And it's beautiful out here. Beautiful fall colors, tranquil, not a single boat on the water. Got the place to myself. So let's just see what the fish are doing. There we go. Fish number 2, guys. Fish number 2. Another decent fish. A little drama there with my reel for a second. That's a good one. Absolutely gorgeous. I actually like getting my hands on these because they're actually warmer. They're warmer than my hands are. So I do have pliers here, but I think this guy's got it just right where I could do that. Perfect. Check it out, guys. Number 2. Isn't that gorgeous? Nice chunky one. A little bit thicker than the other one, but there's some big ones in here, and there's some big walleye, and there's all kinds of other crazy stuff swimming around. So let's keep going. Little 4-point buck who is working his tail off to get to the other side. There must be a hot doe or something over here that he's anxious to get to. So I'm going to chase him back, make sure he goes the right direction. But we've seen this a lot. A lot of people see this often. I don't know if he was chased into the water. He did this by choice, but got ourselves a little mountain, Maryland mountain, I should say West Virginia / Maryland mountain buck right here. It's almost peak rut right now. These guys are definitely on the move. And this guy's so on the move, he wanted to cross the lake. He's sitting in 120 feet of water right now, poor guy. So I'm just going to keep him moving, make sure he's okay, and make sure he gets to the other side. Get this autopilot Sportsman 120 working to my advantage. I just don't want him to turn the wrong direction. I want him to go straight for that shoreline. Haven't thrown a Ned rig in a while, folks, and I just did. I saw a really great break right here. Whole bunch of fish stacked right up on it. I'm watching my line as it goes down because Ned rig gets bit all the time on the way on the fall. And I'm on a channel swing right here. I'm on a channel swing on this rocky bank right here. And it's just about where the channel swing dips in right here. So no question I saw fish here. But I'll tell you what, that jerkbait bite is tough. It's really calm, as you can tell. A little bit of wind would probably help. Some warming of the banks. I should be staying over there on the sunny side, but I know what I'm dealing with over here. There's some fish, and I'm going to play this little finesse game here while this water's calm and while it's still pretty cold. I got all day here for this place to warm up, and hopefully some moving bites will happen. But in the meantime, I'm just going to play with fish that I see and see if I can pop one here. Slowly dragging, 6-pound test. Just a real finessey little rod, my Drop Shot Special Lew's Custom Speed Stick. 6-pound test, Seaguar and Vizix fluorocarbon, and itty bitty little Ned rig. Little TRD finesse Z-Man in the mud bug color. Oh, and there's a first bite right there. I just got tapped, guys. I just got tapped on my Ned rig. Let's see if I can get it back down there. That's the first cast. I think this is a 1/6 of an ounce weight. I actually personally colored this head. It was a green pumpkin head. I actually used some nail polish, and I used some red nail polish to make the head of it red because I couldn't find some red finesse shroom heads or what this is. This is the weedless version. Yeah, and it's got tapped on the very first cast right here. That's pretty cool. Oh, on the way up. On the way up, the TRD little Ned rig gets whacked. I bet it's a trout or something. That would be hilarious. No, a smallmouth followed me up. I got fish all below me, guys. A big old smallmouth followed my Ned rig. Not a big old one, but a nice one, guys. Nice one, followed the Ned rig all the way up and ate it as I'm swimming it. That's crazy. I've never had anything, largemouth, smallmouth, otherwise, come up and do that to a Ned rig. That's crazy. Nice smallmouth. I actually saw him and I knew some were down. That's the first cast with it, guys. First cast with that little guy. That's a little mud bug color. And again, that's a little 1/16, I think, the weedless shrooms head by Z-Man. And actually, look at the cool color on that. That's actually nail polish. I actually made it look like it does, and that's what came up and ate. So I got him right below me. Let's see if I can throw back down and catch a bunch of these. Man, the way things are looking, I should get my drop shot on right now. They're right below me. I saw these fish. They must just be roaming and coming in and out, but I definitely positioned myself in the right spot here on this channel swing, because the second the main channel started swinging in towards this bank is the second I started seeing fish. So I'm getting way down there, and I'm going to see if I can pop another one. How many feet down are we? 23 feet. Not too crazy deep, but there are plenty of fish to be had. Let's see if I can do a little dragging, maybe a little pop and stroking, and they obviously are aggressive enough to chase it up as I'm reeling in. They're probably going to be aggressive enough to grab it if I just pop it off the bottom. Oh, there's a bite right there, right below me. Crazy. Just look like a scurrying little crawfish down there. I think I might have to reposition my boat here a little bit so I can get a better position on these fish. There he is. There he is, right below the boat, stroking it, literally popping it off the bottom with this Ned rig. 2 casts in a row, guys. 2 casts in a row. It's a good one. It's a really good fish. That's so awesome. How cool is that? That's a nice one, dude. They're all going to be nice ones. If they're like this, it's a little school. And once you find one, you're going to find a whole bunch of them. But how cool is this? 2 back-to-back casts, guys. Look at that. Isn't that great? Right below me, right below the boat, saw him, changed up from the jerk bait to a little Ned rig, and bang, just like that. All right, perfectly hooked. So when I say stroking this, you know, a lot of people stroke a jig and do all kinds of things like that. Just popping it off the bottom is all I'm doing. Just popping it, letting it sink back down, and they'll hit it on the fall. Very cool. Almost vertically fishing a Ned rig. Never did that before. This is pretty cool. Let's see if we can get back down there and do it again. Let me try and give you guys an eye on what exactly I'm seeing here. That's what's going on, guys. I mean, they're just all stacked up down there. So I found them. And if I had a drop shot, I guarantee I'd be popping them too. But they're liking the Ned rig. 2 casts in a row. I can't go wrong. So let me just go ahead and, again, boop, there he was. I'm almost right below the boat, just doing little pops. You know, Ned rig, you're normally really slowly just dragging across the bottom. But bang, just like that. Third one in a row, another nice one. Guys, I don't know how long this is going to last, but this is insane. Oh, guys, it's a walleye. No, is it a walleye? I got a walleye this time. Unbelievable. 3rd fish in a row, and it's a keeper walleye, and I got the stringer. Too cool. Look at this, guys. I actually got myself a walleye. That's got to be at least 15 inches. So if that's the case, I'm bringing home myself home a walleye for dinner. Isn't that great? How cool is this, guys? He's little, actually. I might just throw him back. He's probably just a little undersized. Even if he is a little bit, even if he's right there, I'm going to throw him back and get maybe some bigger walleye than that. But isn't that incredible? That's 3 in a row. 2 smallmouth and a beautiful little walleye. Going back. I knew I saw some fish. I didn't think it'd be like this, though. This is too cool. All right, here's cast number 4. Cast number 4 going down. Still fish everywhere, just off the bottom. 2 smallmouth and a walleye. Too cool. You never know what you're going to get on these mountain lakes, and this is just as fun as it gets right here. Kind of glad I'm throwing something other than a drop shot for once. Too cool. I know a drop shot will be whacking them right now if I did it, but I'm getting this thing down pretty quick. It drops really fast. And here we go. Let's see if we can get number 4 fish. If we get 4 in a row, it's going to be insane. I'm going to kind of keep it down there. I'm going to let it soak for a minute. Just a couple little pops. See what's eating. They're all biting. It's a great day. I have a tiny little Castmaster spoon I love to throw too. I wonder if they just crush that. If if I threw it down to them. They eat small little baits down here. Tiny little baits, so a little tiny Castmaster spoon will probably whack them. Right now this Ned rig's working, so I'm not going to change up yet. Dang, there it goes, guys. Four casts in a row. 4 in a row. Let's see what it is. Let's see if it's another smallie. There you go. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, 3rd species in 4 fish, and it's a giant rock bass. Oh my gosh, this is out. Oh, my thumb's killing me. This is insane, guys. Truly, four casts in a row. I shouldn't even say cast, 4 drops in a row. And look at this, great big giant rock bass. So that's 2 smallmouth, a walleye, and a rock bass sitting here in spot lock with a Ned rig. Go figure, Ned rigs just catch everything. But how crazy is it? I got all these species below me, got everything swimming. Now all I got to do is catch a trout. If I catch a trout, a largemouth, or something else, a crappie, who knows what's down here. Some bluegill, there's everything in this lake. But literally, I'm just pitching it out, barely pitching it out here. 58-degree water. And there's fish all below me. So this is cast number 5, guys. Cast number 5. Let's see what's next. You never know what you're gonna get. I mean, literally below the boat. Just straight vertical almost. Crazy. All right, let's just keep it out there a minute. Let's try not to reel. Let's just kind of keep it where it is. Barely pick up the slack. Dead stick it a little bit. Just a little hop here and there. I put a little crawfish scent on it, no doubt. That's gonna help entice whatever's down there, but they're fighting for it. There's enough fish down there to be tempted. So let's see what's next. I'm waiting for a giant something to eat this thing. Oh my gosh, another bite right there, guys. Now I'm straight vertical. I don't want to take it out until I catch fish number 5. So let's leave it down there for a minute and just jig it. Vertically jigging a Ned rig. How funny is this? I generally hit it on the fall, so if you pop it up, stroke it, let it fall, stroke it up, let it fall, no doubt something's going to eat it. Looks like a little crawfish down there just struggling. Yep, I got fish below me. They're not going anywhere. There he is. Oh my gosh, guys. 5 in a row. And he felt like it was pretty big. Nope. Guys, outrageous, unbelievable, truly 5 casts, 4 species, 2 smallmouth, a walleye, yeah, I'm excited, a rock bass, and now a green sunfish. How crazy is that? This is a first for me ever. I do a lot of fishing. I have never caught 4 species in 5 casts and 5 fish in a row. Outrageous, guys. I don't know. You leave a comment below. Let me know if you've ever seen anything like this where you see a dude fishing and he catches 4 species in 5 casts. That's outrageous. Ned rig all day. This thing's nuts. All right, I'm gonna go back down there. Let's see what cast number 6 does. Guys, 6th cast. Oh, and he breaks me off. What the heck was it, guys? Guys, I think it was a giant walleye. If it broke me off, it was a walleye. I'm telling you right now, I had a walleye and it broke me off. That's 6 casts in a row and he broke me off, and it was a good one. I can guarantee you right now that that was most likely a walleye that just had some teeth and he broke through that 6-pound test on my Ned rig. Unbelievable. I got more of them, but we're gonna count that. That's 6 bites in a row, 4 species out of 5 fish caught. Insane. Let's rig up and throw back down. All right, so here's the deal. I was just getting ready to tie on the Ned rig when I thought to myself, with all these fish that I see suspended down here, and here they come again, why not try this little Castmaster spoon that I always have tied on? This little piece of metal, 1/8 Castmaster's down there right now. I'm pretty convinced I've got a little brush pile here too, which is why this is it's like an aquarium with all these different species biting. But any second now, something's gonna bite this thing. I can see all kinds of fish coming up on the screen. Make sure I get down to him. There he is. Guys, seriously, unbelievable, right? Just like that, 7th drop, 7th bite in a row. Lost one because I broke off, and now I got another, what is this, another rock bass. Guys, trophy rock bass. Look at this thing. Absolute giant. This thing is so fat. Look at that. I could have had a heck of a meal with the walleye and a couple big old rock bass, but that's a trophy rock bass right there. Holy crap. Beauty. Look at this thing on a little itty bitty cast master. I'll show you. I know a lot of you guys have seen it. Oh my gosh, they're slippery. Come here, baby. Gosh, they're big. This thing is chunky. Look at that. I can lip the thing. Huge rock bass right there. Oh, and look at this. Oh, never mind. That was my old drop shot, but look at that. Going back, let's go back down there because they just showed up on the screen. I don't know if they're all rock bass, but as we know, there's other stuff down there. Oh, I'll just quickly show you before I drop it back down. There it is. Little itty bitty 1/8 ounce Castmaster, 6-pound test. Just dropping it straight down and vertically jigging it. Everything eats it. Let's see what's next. Yep, here we go. Got more fish coming. Let me drop down a little lower to him. There he is. What's that, the 9th bite in a row, guys? 9th bite in a row. Ned rig. Oh my gosh, another species. Is it a walleye again? No. What is this? What is this, guys? Another walleye. Unbelievable. Another species. Not another species, but another back-to-back different species. Walleye on a Castmaster spoon, guys. Check that thing out. Itty bitty little guy. Just schools and schools of all kinds of randomness swimming below me, guys, and I'm catching everything that swims. Crazy. Something big out of this group's going to bite this thing. I'm telling you. I've caught some giants on this little piece of metal. This is ultra fun stuff right here, guys. These fish aren't big, but it is a fun bite. When it's dead calm like this and the jerk bait bite's not working, I got an Alabama rig I don't even dare throw. With no wind, it's just dead calm. And how great is it to do something other than a drop shot for once? Things like the Demiki rig, all kinds of other different finesse techniques could work. I could probably drag a spy bait through these fish, but to get right on top of their heads like this, to see them and just stay on top of them and vertically jig them as they come and go, absolutely awesome. Here comes some fish. Here they come. These are some good marks right here, guys. And I'm right in the right position. I did a kind of countdown to understand how deep this thing is, but I should be right on top of these fish. Oh, there's a bite right there. That was a bite. Had one. They usually just whack this on the fall, so just little snaps of the rod tip and bang, just like that. Oh, that feels like a better fish. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. What the heck is going on? I got something big here. I told you the piece of metal gets them. Hopefully it's not like a big walleye. Guys, it feels like a really big fish. It's pulling. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys, it was a giant, whatever it was. It was huge. The drag was right. I was letting it go, but I think it was a giant walleye. It took my bait. Guys, it actually took my bait. Check it out. It's gone. I lost my piece of metal. I got more, but dude, there's some big fish down here. And whatever that was, it was a giant. That's really sad, but that's another bite. 9, 10 in a row. I don't know. Let me retie and get back down there. All right, guys, I retied another Castmaster. This time it's a little gold, and look at this. It's got this little, I don't know, holographic kind of chartreuse green thing going on. It's shaded. It's kind of dark over here. I think anything like this down there will get them to bite. Now that last fish, maybe I should have had the drag a little bit looser. I tried to play it, went under the boat, and it was big. I'm very confident something like that was probably a great big walleye. So hopefully I'll get another one. I got the net ready. I got the net ready too, because 6-pound test. I mean, you're playing a tricky game. I got some options to beef up the line and get another type of jig down there, maybe even a bigger spoon altogether. But they eat tiny itty bitty bait out here, and I've seen it all day long, spit up by the smallmouth and everything else. So this is a perfect match to hatch, and we still got a few fish down there. They're coming and going. Like I said, I could just keep this down there and just vertically jig it, and as they swim by, as they see that little flash, they eat it. It's absolutely incredible. So let's go ahead and see if we can find another one of those. It didn't take long to get a big fish to bite, so let's just keep it down there and see if we can find him again. Hopefully we can bring him up. I'm thinking this gold might not be the ticket right here, guys. This gold is not getting hit. I've got it down there. It's right in front of their face, just like everything else I was doing. Maybe not. I spoke too soon. Guys, I spoke too soon. I dropped it straight back down, gave it a couple extra feet, and they ate the gold with the little chartreuse green. I don't know what it is. Feels a little, it's definitely smaller than the last one. Another trophy rock bass. Another trophy rock bass. I don't know if it's a trophy. It's a trophy to me. You tell me, guys. Is that a trophy rock bass to you? Leave a comment below. That's a beauty. It looks like a saltwater tautog. If you're just a little darker, he's got that same kind of mouth. Absolutely beautiful fish. So yeah, they're still eating this spoon. Again, guys, this is like, I don't know, 11 in a row. Every single drop has yielded a bite or a fish. Too crazy. There we go again. There we go again, guys. Too much. Let's see. So yeah, I guess the gold is working okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh my gosh. Guys, if I had gotten a stringer on these rock bass, these things are huge. I got a giant school of these babies. It's not the only thing that's down here, so I'm not leaving yet. But man, that's the biggest and the most rock bass in such a short time I've ever caught. So, going back. Guys, I'm speechless. I am literally, again, multi-species. Species number what? You tell me. There's my bluegill. I think it's a little bluegill. It's so little, guys. It is. I thought I had a leaf on here. I thought my bait was fouled. Guys, let's count them. That's a couple smallmouth, a walleye, a rock bass, a green sunfish, and now I've got my itty bitty in the same spot. Haven't moved. Talk about a little morsel of bait. I got myself a bluegill on the Castmaster. I told you it catches everything, big and little. To think that I caught, who knows what I had, guys. It was a giant, and it broke me off, and then I get that little guy. Insane, truly insane. Multi-species action right here. If you guys like multi-species fishing, you've got to pick up some of these Castmasters. I'm telling you, I think the link's below. If you all want to go ahead and click the link, it takes you directly to Amazon. I think you can get a bunch of them from Amazon if you want, but load up. Just get a whole bunch of 1/8 ounce Castmasters, golds, silvers. You know, they have little multi-packs, things like that. You can get them anywhere pretty much, but it's an absolute must. A lot of people just don't understand. They think they look like little toys or just a, I don't know. It's not a gimmicky thing. It's a legitimate deal, man. I'm telling you guys, little itty bitty spoons like this catch everything, especially if you're in a body of water where they just eat itty bitty little bait fish. It's one of the best match the hatch deals you can consider. It's an easy way to fish. You can cast it, you can jig it, you can do all kinds of stuff with it. So be sure you add that to your arsenal. Just itty bitty little 1/8 ounce Castmaster spoons, no brainer. There we go. Something a little bit bigger that time, guys. A lot bigger that time. A lot bigger than that bluegill. Whatever this is. Another walleye, it looks like. Another nice walleye. So I'm telling you guys, I was just about to tell myself, you know what? If I keep catching itty bitty rock bass and I keep catching a whole bunch of itty bitty little dinks of nothing and I don't catch something like this in a minute, I'm going back to the Ned rig. But dude, if I'm whacking walleye and I haven't caught a smallmouth on it yet, I will. I'm telling you, that could have been a giant smallmouth that ate. With that said, I'm holding on to this Castmaster for a little bit before I go back to the actual soft plastics, because tell me how cool it is to just constantly catch all kinds of stuff in one spot, straight down. And there's another beautiful little walleye. Going back. All right, guys. Curiosity killed the cat. I can't take it anymore. I haven't caught a smallmouth in a minute. Walleye and rock bass, even a baby bluegill, but no smallmouth on the actual little Castmaster. And I'm here for the smallmouth. That's really what I'm after. I'll catch a great big giant walleye or whatever else. Who knows what that thing was. That was just insane. But back down to the depths with the Ned rig. So I got the same exact setup. I lost the first one. Let's hope I don't lose the second one here. Let's see if we can continue where we left off. And we obviously did. First cast, guys. First cast with a Ned rig, and I casted it out a little bit and started dragging it a pop or two. Let's see what's biting this time. First cast. I mean, the second it went down there, oh my gosh, guys. I think this one's coming home with me. I think this one might have to come home with me. Let me see. Is that bigger than all of them? I think so, guys. I think that's bigger than all of them. I think that's at least 15 inches. And I don't know, I can't decide. It's kind of skinny now. Let's just see if there's anything bigger than that. But there's another nice, beautiful walleye. Back to the Ned rig again. Close-up look at it, guys. That's the weedless shroom's head. I actually did nail polish on the head, made it red. You can buy them red, but I couldn't find them, so I went and did it myself. 1/6 of an ounce, if I'm not mistaken. That's the TRD, finesse TRD in the mud bug color. Casting it out and catching walleye. Let's see what's next. There he is, another one, guys. Another fish on the Ned rig. Back-to-back casts again. Back-to-back casts. Insane, nothing big this time. Nothing quite as big, if I'm not mistaken. Here it is again, more multi-species action. Another trophy, another giant rock bass. So haven't gotten that smallmouth back in action yet, but 2 casts in a row back to the Ned rig. Rock bass, walleye. Nuts. Ned rig, guys, I'm telling you. Everyone Everyone knows. If you don't know, you've been living under a rock. The Ned rig catches everything. But for a lot of you guys, I would understand if you don't understand the deal with the whole Castmaster spoon, unless you've been watching my videos over the past few years to see what I've done with it damage-wise. And there we go. Another Ned rig fish. Oh, and he gets off. Look at this. Watch this, guys. I'm going to leave it down there. I'm not even going to pull it up. It was halfway back to the boat when I got hooked up. I just dropped it back down to the bottom. Let's see if I could get hooked up before I could even bring this thing in. And we'll truly make it 3 in a row caught, even though we just had 3 bites in a row. 2 caught, 1 missed, but it's still down there. Oh, and I had another one, guys. That's 2 bites in 3 casts. So that's ultimately 4 bites. 4 bites in 3 casts. If I get one on this, guys, this will be the 3rd cast. This will be the 3rd cast with the, what, 5th bite? Something like that. I've had 2 plus 3. Yeah, it's like that. Let's go. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna keep it vertical, guys. Do some vertical Ned rigging. Too fun. That was a decent fish, whatever it was. It was swimming at me. I'm keeping it down there, guys. I'm keeping it down there. I'm gonna get a fish on this cast. So 2 for 2, 3 with 2 bites. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 bites with 3 casts, 5 bites with 2 casts and 2 fish. Let's see if we can pull this thing in here. I learned to do my math. I'm too excited. Can't keep up with what's going on out here. Too much action. They're down there. Vertically jigging a Ned rig. Too funny. Something ought to bite. There he is, guys. If I keep this fish, that's 3 casts and 5 bites. Oh, I lose them. Do I bring it all the way in or drop it back down? I'm dropping it back down. Unreal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's insane, guys. 3 bites on 1 cast, and I lost all 3 of them. Caught the first 2. Drop it back down. It's back down there. It's still the same cast, guys. It's still the 3rd cast. If something eats this and I bring it in, that's 3 casts in a row with a fish. God bless America. Too much craziness going on here, guys. Too much absolutely insane craziness. Here it is, guys. Another one. Another rock bass, it looks like. Look at that. 3 casts in a row, 3 fish on that same cast. There was 4 bites, and I finally locked into one and got them hooked. Rock bass, going back. Ned rig's a bigger bait, so if I do get a toothy critter involved versus that tiny little Castmaster spoon that has tiny itty bitty little treble. Oh my gosh, what a bite that was. Guys, it's 4th cast in a row. Insane. We'll see if we can not have any cut the line or cut through the line with the line getting in its mouth. What do we got here? Jeez, what is that? Another walleye, guys. Walleye heaven out here. Jeez Louise. So that's maybe what that first fish was on the 3rd cast. This is the 4th cast with the next fish. Another walleye. Too much fun. It's after 10 in the morning and I have no sun on this side of the lake, and I'm pretty confident this side of the lake might never get sun because it's so low in the sky and the mountains are so high that I might be in shade this whole time out here catching this fish right here. Oh man, he gets off. I didn't even know he was there. Let's let it drop back down. Too crazy. And he's on it again. Golly, I can't believe it. The second I pick up, he's on. Too crazy. I wonder what we got here. Another walleye maybe? I mean, literally the second it drops back down there, another big old rock bass eats it. Man, I'd be feeding the masses tonight if I kept some of these. The reason I'm sticking this out and the reason I'm still fishing in a spot after catching all these rock bass and all these non-target species, my target species is the smallmouth. It's just, I know they're here. I mean, the first 2 I caught were smallmouth, and at this point I'm just having to filter through all these other fish to get to the ones that I want, and I guarantee you I'm going to whack one here in a minute. I guarantee you there's going to be a big old smallmouth eating. It's just these rock bass and walleye are so aggressive, and they're probably beating the smallmouth to the punch, but let's see what happens. Let's just keep on keeping on. There ain't nothing wrong with keeping on catching fish, regardless of what it is, as you seek out your target species. Dang gone it, guys. Sometimes they just feel a lot bigger than I think they are, but this one's pulling. Man, this thing's pulling. What the heck do I got here? Foul hooked something or another giant? Is my smallmouth? Guys, what I tell you, what I tell you. Nice one too. There it is. There's my smallmouth. Oh, he's a fatty and he's beautiful. Look at the size of the belly on him. He's perfect. He's exactly what I'm looking for, guys. Tell me that's not a beautiful thing. Look at the belly on him. He's not huge, but he's exactly what I'm looking for, and tell me that's a good reason to stick it out. If there's one, there's more, guys. Let's keep on rolling. Let's not go anywhere. Oh, that's a good bite, guys. That's a really good bite. That felt really strong initially. Let's see if it continues to impress. What do we got here? Another smallmouth, maybe? Nope. Gosh, another big old rock bass. A really strong one. That was a really hard bite, too. He whacked the heck out of it. Just another one though, guys. Just another one. There we go. Something. Something, guys. Something. Let's see. Doesn't feel huge. But it is a, oh my gosh, guys. Ooh, we're getting a trophy. Now, I don't know about trophy, but that's a big old green sunfish, is it not? Another species. Look how fat that one is. Great big. You see these often in ponds and things like that. Little retention ponds, but there's one in a real beautiful mountain reservoir. Going back. There we go. Something bit. That was so subtle, guys. It was such a subtle bite. That feels like a decent fish. It was very slight. I mean, I barely felt the tick and I decided to rear back. Glad I did, because I got a fish on here. And it's another walleye. They really bite light. Good fight though. Good fight for a dinky little walleye. But fun. Super fun. All right, so I'm going to make this cast the last cast on this spot. I've had a blast with the multi-species. I've had a blast with these nice walleye and these huge rock bass that have been eating up my Ned rig and Castmaster spoon, but there's just not been enough smallmouth for my liking. So I know there's a few more spots that probably hold a big old school of smallmouth, and that's what I'm going to go after. So I've had fun, but we got to do a little more exploring and see if we can get hold of the target species, which is these smallmouth bass I'm after. So the Ned rig's sinking down. Whatever fish bites next is the last one in this spot. Even if it's a smallie, I'm going to go ahead and make a move and try something a little bit different. Oh, oh my gosh, guys. And I said it was going to be my last fish, and it feels like a good one. I could be exaggerating, but I'm telling you right now, I said this was going to be my last fish in this spot. Do I dare? Do you ever leave fish to find fish? Guys, this is swimming. I'm telling you right now, this feels like a bigger fish. And it's not. It's just another long fish. It's another long walleye. He had me going. It's probably one of the bigger ones. A little bit bigger, but that's what we're dealing with here. Lots of walleye, lots of rock bass, a speckling of smallies, and a couple other little dinky panfish. But there we go. That's the last one in this spot. Gotta love them. We're throwing them back, and we're going after some smallies now. We're going to keep on trucking around this lake and try and mark some more and throw down to them.